Well, it's been a little while since I shot some video in the fish room, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you what's been going on in here. So we're going to start off here with these two 10 gallons, and in the top tank I don't have anything right now, which is okay. It's always nice to kind of have a spare tank in case I need to quarantine some fish. Down here on the bottom I still have a group of Mangano and Sacolify. And the Sacolify that I have, I've actually had for quite a bit of time now, and they've really taken a long time to grow up. They're starting to get bigger, and they're all healthy and doing really well, but I know when I first bought the breeding group, those guys grew so fast in my 75, and this is the only spawn that they had before I ended up selling them, and these guys have just seemed to take forever to grow, but they're healthy and they're doing good, so pretty soon I'll be able to offer them for sale. So let's move over here to this tank, and all these guys are going to hide on me now. But in here I have some OB Zebra, one female Elongatus Shallow-Si, and one male Mangano. I did manage to sell some fish out of this tank this week, and so I'm slowly starting to get rid of some of the adults. But I'm in no big hurry to get this tank freed up. These guys are all doing well, and I'm sure somebody's going to come along and pick these guys up real soon. Too bad they're all hiding. They're not going to let me put them on video today. And then up here, this is my main group of juveniles for sale. So I have a lot of Mangano and Electric Yellow Lab. I also have some of the bigger Sacolify in here. I also have my 4 F1 white top hares just growing out in here. They're starting to get a little bit bigger, and hopefully within the next couple months I'll add them to the main tank and hopefully get a little breeding group out of them. And I also have a couple of juvenile Shallow-Si in here. You can see right at the back there. And I also have a group of F1 Travase Chalumbas. You guys have seen these fish before. I have 2 males and 4 females, and these guys also seem to have taken a long time to grow, but now they're really starting to put on some size, and it's almost a shame to have to sell them. I wish I had more tanks and I'd hold on to them because they're going to be just beautiful, and so they're going to be a real nice pickup for somebody. They're starting to look really good. There's one of the males there. You can see he's starting to get his nice chocolate brown. Really nice fish. But I also managed to sell some yellow labs, Mangano, and the Fuliborni that I had in this tank. So things are starting to pick up a little bit around here. We are getting closer to September, so hopefully people will start to get a little bit more interested in their tanks again and be looking for some new fish. So we're going to move on over here. And in this top tank here, I have my first group of Mazobo Magunga. So I have 9 in here. And these guys are just about an inch in size. And they're just hanging out with my last group of Mangano. I did manage to sell the breeding trio of Mangano that I had. So they're off to a nice new home and a nice big tank. And then down here, I have another group of Mazobo. I have a big group of Electric Yellow Labs. And I also have some smaller Yellow Labs in this breeder box here. And ever since I removed that one dominant Yellow Lab, the Yellow Labs have just been breeding like crazy. So I have a lot of babies right now, and I think they're gonna look really nice. The breeding fish that I have are really nice and bright and have some really nice black markings, so they're They're looking really good. And then I'll just show you the 29. And if you watched one of my last videos, I had mentioned that I had traded in the wild-caught lemon jakes that I had. And what I ended up doing was trading them back to my buddy that I got them from. And I traded him for a bunch of fry, just so I'd have some different fish to grow up and to sell. So in this tank here I have Travis A. Chalumba. I have about 18 of them. I have about 35 zebra long pelvic, and I have about 67 red cap Nadumbi. So these guys are just hanging out in the 29 for now, and I'm just you know, feeding them pretty heavy, trying to grow them up quick, and hopefully in another 2 or 3 months they'll be ready to sell. And then just over here in the tumbler I have another small group of Mazobo. So the Mazobo are starting to get busy and starting to spawn. So that's good news. Starting to get some fry from those guys. So I think that's going to wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed the update, and we'll see you in the next video.